good news is we have stars in the world, and we also have supernovas like Maxine Waters. Congresswoman Maxine Waters. She's reclaiming our time so famously in Congress, and she is actually my Congresswoman in California. So anything that I have gotten and learned on the road since 2007, I personally learned from Maxine Waters, and she's been a guiding light, and she's a force to be reckoned with. They call her Mad Max. I call her Congresswoman Maxine Waters. Let's give her a hand.
Thank you. Well, all right. Hello, everybody. Wow, what an attention. Thank you for being here. This is so wonderful. Before I share a few remarks with you, I want to say thank you to Brian and TK. They are the owners of this facility. Two young African-American entrepreneurs, millennials, who understand power and who is willing to invest and to take a chance. They've been here for 3 years, and they're so pleased about your attendance and the fact that so many people in this city are using this facility. Give them a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this event is a celebration of Women for Abrams. And we have hosts, Rashina Lee and Jonathan Slocum. Where are they? Right here. Where are they? Give them a big round of applause. And of course, all of the co-hosts and special guests that you've met, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, Molly Hunter, Monica, Candy Burris Tucker, Carrie Hilson, and Keisha Knight Polo. Give them all a big round of applause. I said earlier that I'm so pleased to be here. I didn't know that I was going to get this excited. I am so excited to be here with all of you, and knowing how this campaign is being run and how many people are involved in it, I'm just pleased to be here with the next governor of the state. Now, I just want to say a few words about Stacey. First of all, this woman comes with all of the qualifications. I don't care what they try and say about her. She is highly educated. She's a businesswoman. She's an organizer. And she was a leader in the General Assembly, working with all of those people to get to be a leader. You got to be something special. And so she has shown what she can do. She has been successful in her career. All I can say about Stacey is she's a bad sister. And I want you to know that I am pleased that she's ushering in change in Georgia and thus in the United States of America. Can you imagine the way that she's campaigning? The fact that she's going out into the rural areas, in the little towns, places where no other politician has been. And I asked her, what happens when you show up? She said, they look at me and they say, what did you say? You are who? You do what? And she is encountering women in particular who are mature. Many of them have never dreamed that an African-American woman could ever run to be the governor of the state of Georgia. That's exciting. That's empowering. And I am so pleased that she has the courage and the confidence to do that. Now, this is not easy. This is not easy. You have to raise a lot of money. You have to go into a lot of places. You have to figure out how to do it in ways that will create the possibility of success. And you have to not do it the way others have done it in the past. You've got to go out and get voters who never voted before. And that's what's going to happen in this campaign. That is going to be the margin of victory. And I want you to know, as I look at her platform, the issues that she's focused on, these are good, basic democratic issues. She has her number one priority, education. She understands how important it is to invest in education, to make sure that we're investing in our future. And she knows that as the governor of the state of Georgia, you got to do a better job than has been done in the past. That means that you have to dedicate the resources to education. You've got to support public education. And you have to say to those who want choices, it's all right for you to have choices, but we're never going to give up on public education. It's never going to give up. And I want you to know that it is so important for the states to be in partnership with the federal government. We have resources dedicated to the states. Many of you who are in education know about Title I funds and how important those funds are to certain communities that need assistance. And I want you to know that when I think about Stacey and I think about what she's doing and what she cares about education, I know we got to get rid of Trump and his education secretary. Education. She wants to privatize education. She's about making money with the private post-secondary schools and appointing those people who've been ripping off our communities. And so when we get rid of Trump, she's got to go too. You know, Stacey cares about housing. We have a housing crisis in America. We have people who work every day and cannot afford to pay the first and last month's rent in order to get into a unit. Home ownership is just not on the scale of thinking anymore for a lot of people. We have homelessness all over this country. We can do better than this. Homelessness is something we should not tolerate. It is unconscionable. And we can afford the dollars that are necessary to get people off the street. It's going to cost money, but we've got to not only get them off the street and into units, we've got to have supportive services. We've got to recognize that we need mental health care. And so we're going to do that. This administration has someone involved in this area, Secretary of HUD, happens to be an African-American man, but we've got to teach him a lesson. Ben Carson is making cuts in HUD. He's undoing a lot of what we have done for fair housing, and he thinks when he comes before my committee that we're going to be sympathetic because he's African-American. Not so. As a matter of fact, he should have learned by now. Mnuchin tried it. All right, Secretary of the Treasury came before my committee and tried to sweet talk me. I said, not now, reclaiming my time. Not here, okay? And so you have Mnuchin, who's the Secretary of the Treasury, and he is known by us in California as the foreclosure king. He foreclosed on thousands of homes. He was an owner in a bank. And so, when we get rid of Trump, or when we get rid of DeVos, when we get rid of Carson, Mnuchin's got to go also. I could go on and on about this cabinet, but just think about the platform of our candidate here in Georgia and what she cares about. Whether we're talking about housing, homelessness. We're talking about education. We're talking about those issues that people are concerned about all over the nation. And so when I tell you she's not only good for Georgia, she's good for this entire country, I know what I'm talking about. And so, as we move forward, getting her elected to office and have her, standing as a shining light for what is possible, ushering in this new change in thinking, helping those women who never thought they could run for office perceive this opportunity. I want you to know that whether we're talking about some of the issues I've alluded to, or health care, Obamacare, the ACA, that is so important to this nation and has helped people to have access to insurance that we never had before, we are not going to give up on this legislation that protects us. It says, insurance companies, you cannot discriminate those because of pre-existing conditions. This is paramount to our being able to have decent health care, because we have been at the top in every disease you can imagine because of the lack of access to health care. Boy, do I want her to get elected. Wow. These are her issues. She is inspiring because she's knowledgeable, she's dedicated, she's committed. And I want you to know that I and many other Democrats and elected officials in Washington, D.C. and other places are looking forward to the leadership that she's going to provide, looking forward to ways that we can connect and we can partner and we can not only show them what has been done in Georgia, but what can be done throughout this country. I'm excited. I want you to know that they tell me, don't talk about Trump, just talk about the issues. And I say, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. Today, because we're talking about a great woman. But I want you to know, I'm on Trump on Sunday. You watch MSNBC. They say, don't talk about impeachment. Every time they say it, I say impeach him, impeach him. We've got to have the strength. We've got to know that we have power and that we have influence. It is not about shutting us up and doing and saying things in the way that we've done before, because we have to practice being nice. I know how to be nice, but I know how to be not nice also. And so I'm not nice when I talk about Trump. And I want you to know, he's not on my agenda today. We're not wasting our time on him, not at this important gathering.